Let's go. Let's proceed to our learning journey.
Today we'll discuss about exponential functions pertaining to intercepts, zero, and asymptotes. Let's have first the learning objective. Find the intercept, zero, and asymptote of exponential functions. If we recall first on the discussion in the rational functions, we have the intercept, which are r, x, and y coordinates, at which the graph passes through or crosses the x-axis or the y-axis respectively. So in the given graph, let's say this is your x and this is your y-axis. Y-intercept is the y-coordinate of the point where the graph crosses the y-axis, assuming we have the given graph, okay, of exponential function wherein y is equal to b raised to x. So if you look at this part, the graph that crosses the y-intercept, that is now the y-axis rather, that is pertaining to your y-intercept. Then x-intercept is the coordinate of the point where the graph crosses the x-axis. Since in the given graph of y equal to b raised to x, which is exponential, so it will not touches the x-axis. So approaches lang siya but it will not touch the x-axis. Then the zero of a function is any replacement for the variable that will produce an answer of zero. Graphically, the real zero of the function is where the graph of the function crosses the x-axis. So I mean to say that is pertaining to the x-intercept. Okay? That is same thing. The other one, the asymptote, is a straight line associated with a curve such that a point moves along an infinite branch of the curve. The distance from the point to the line approaches zero, and the slope of the curve at the point approaches zero up a line. Hence, that is your what we call the asymptote. You look at this graph, assuming since this is not passes through the x-axis, so mean to say on that particular, we use the broken line as representation of the asymptote. Okay, so in that example, your y is equal to zero. That is now your asymptote. So we have your, to be specific, that is horizontal asymptote. Because we have two types, yung vertical and horizontal. Since exponential, not possible tayo magkaroon ng vertical asymptote. Let's move on. For example, we have the function of x equal to 2 raised to x, okay? So it is denoted by y is equal to 2 raised to x. As we recall, our domain of that function is negative infinite to the positive infinite. And your range is such that y is a set of real number wherein y is greater than 0. Ayan. So that is your range. So we have your y-axis and your x-axis. So what are the intercept? For the intercept, we have the x and y. So you look at the graph, automatic, this is now your y-intercept, which is y is equal to 1. So that is the y-intercept. How about the x-intercept? Since y is greater than 0, it means we have no x-intercept. If there is no x-intercept, so mean to say, we have now no zeros of the functions of exponential function pertaining to that. Okay, next, we have also the asymptote. Since that is greater than 0, your asymptote now is y is equal to 0. So that is the horizontal asymptote. Yeah. Now, if we have a set of diagram, for example, this one, intercept, zeros, and asymptote. If you look at the color green, this is now your function y is equal to 2 raised to x. Okay? The other one, yung color blue above, that is y is equal to 2 raised to x plus 3. Okay? Then the color orange, that is now y is equal to 2 raised to x minus 3. Now, let's take a look at the set of intercept, specifically the y-intercept. Okay? So, that case, so this is your y-intercept. So, it means to say with a coordinate of y is equal to 1. Okay? So, that is your y-intercept. Since plus 3, this is 0 automatic. So, plus 3 ka, move upward 1, 2, 3. So, in that case now, your y-intercept is equal to 4. Okay? On the other hand, that is negative 3. So, downward, 1, 2, 3. So, y is equal to negative. Okay, yeah. Then, how do we solve the y-intercept? Okay? So, to solve for y-intercept, we simply let x equal to 0. Okay? So, to solve for y-intercept rather, we'll, so to solve for the y-intercept, we let x equal to 0. Ayan. So, ayan. We let x equal to 0. For example, the y is equal to 2 raised to x plus 3. If x is 0, so 2 raised to 0 plus 3. And then 1 plus 3. Any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. And that is equal to 4. So, this is now your y. So, this now your y is equal to 4. So, that is now your y-intercept. So, y is equal to 4. Okay? So, that is how we solve for the y-intercept. Now, for the zeros, we are looking for the x-intercept. Okay? So, if you look at this part, we have y equal to 2 raised to x plus 3. So, that is above the x-axis. So, mean to say no intercept, no x-intercept. So, it follow no zeros. But it has a asymptote. Okay? Yan, meron pa rin siyang asymptote. So, what will be the asymptote of that graph? So, the asymptote, particular to that, is y is equal to 3. Yan. Ito yung magiging clue natin. Sa case nito, that is 0. So, the asymptote of color, sorry for that particular, that is the asymptote of the given graph. The asymptote of this is y is equal to 0 because that is 0. In this case, that is negative 3. So, I mean to say the asymptote, that is y is equal to negative 3. So, we simply look at the side. We have now the intercept, zeros, and asymptote. That is pertaining to the graph. Let's have an example. Let's find x and y intercept of the given function. Let's say we have y is equal to 8 raised to x minus, let's say, 5. Okay? So, to solve for the x-intercept, okay, to solve for the x-intercept, we let your y equal to 0. Okay? So, we let y equal to 0 kasi wala, even though wala tayong graph. So, substitution, we have now y, 0 is equal to 8 raised to x minus 5. Okay? And then, we add both sides by 5. So, we have now 5 is equal to 8 raised to x. At this point, we apply the natural logarithm, natural log, or we call it the ln. We apply ln both sides. ln 5 is equal to ln 8 raised to x. Then, apply the power rule. We have ln 5, so x ln 8. To solve for x, we divide both sides by ln 8. So, using your calculator, what will be the value of x? So, we have now x. So, the value of ln 5 equal to what? So, ln 5, 1.61. Okay, so approximately 1.61. So, ln 8, 2.08. So, 2.08. And which is divide 1.61 then 2.08. So, we have 0.77. So, this is now your x-intercept, 0.77. To solve for the y-intercept, we let x equal to 0. Okay? So we have now y is equal to 8 raised to x minus 5. Then 8 raised to 0 minus 5. Any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. So 1 minus 5, and that is now negative 4. So this is now your y-intercept. Y is equal to negative 4. Or we call it with the corresponding coordinate 0, negative 4. On the other hand, dito, we have 0.77, 0. Yeah. So that's how we solve for the x and y-intercept of exponential functions.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the journey of learning mathematics.